on, dude. I got you so good.
Dude, I sure hope you got me, man. This is scary, dude.
No,
Keep me
you
tight.
got it. Yes, right there.
Alright, dude, the crux. I gotta try hard here, dude. I'm locked in.
I got you.
Locked in,
You're
dude.
looking so solid.
Yes.
Yeah, hand right
I'm so
there.
close. I'm so close. Keep me tight here. This is
I
it.
got you. I
This
got
is the
you.
moment. Here we go. Oh my god! Oh,
my God.
no! Oh my god!
Oh my god.
1 HP. I'm gonna die.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, I thought I double checked my knot. Hopefully it'll be fine.
Oh, I thought you had me. Man, that move is so hard. I need some different terrain to train on.
Good thing we respawn, right? Oh, you totally had it.
Yeah, man, thank God we respawn. I definitely need some different terrain to train on, though, so let's go build that. How's it going? I'm Apples, and Beans is off on some sort of whale watching expedition kind of thing. She's out way over there on the Star of India, and she has left me to deal with the terraforming. But that's okay, because I absolutely love terraforming. In the last episode, we began to work on all of this terrain. This area before was just a huge, big open valley, and now we have kind of finally addressed it because it's been a while, and we're filling it all in. And it's been really, really fun, honestly. We do it all by hand, so it takes a while, but this is what we have done so far. If I land here on the boat a little bit, I can quickly just recap just what's going on. So pretty much over here, we have this style, lots of rocks. And on this side, we have lots of green. And I think it was pretty hard to combine the two together, but we're doing a decent job. But in this episode, we need to definitely continue it up here. I don't know how much we are going to get done, but hopefully it'll be quite a bit. And also, we built this very cool mudslide kind of house. I want to continue the mud underneath the water a little bit more. I think that'll give a pretty cool effect. And I want to try to build one of these oak trees again. Maybe put him right there. He's really big, and they're really big. So it might mess with the scale of the terraforming a little bit. And it's fine. We'll see. We'll see how it looks. And if it's like really that bad, we will change it. But also a problem. We have this tree farm here, and I have built this thing twice already. Once over there in the heart of the city, in the heart of the town, and now I built it way too close. And, we don't really do any planning, which would save us a lot of time, but we put this guy here, and now I need to move it again. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then we're just going to get started with the terraforming. Alrighty, let's start off with the tree farm. If you've been watching us for a while now, you'll be like, yo, Apples, why are you building this? Why are you destroying this for the third time? And that's because I was rash and I made a quick decision because I really wanted mangrove and I just didn't want to have to go and mine for like 4 hours. So I was like, I might as well just build the farm. But now here I am destroying it because if you can see, the terrain as it continues to expand up is definitely going to impede on that. And there's a reason why I wanted to put the tree farm behind here. It's because as we continue this up, every big, large, forever world needs farms, and our world, for some reason, is severely lacking in farms. And that is because as we continue to grow, I want each and every farm to have its own place in the world. Our desert is literally only for farming things like the firefly bushes and the dry grass and stuff like that. It exists only just for that, which I think is pretty neat, and it'll allow us to stay inspired on the game and keep creating really big builds for really small things. But as we continue this terrain up, I want the river that is flowing down to the hostel to continue its way up here and then maybe end in a lake. And then since the tree farm will be underneath all of the terrain, you won't be able to see it, but we can build like a super sweet build, like a lumber mill or like a yard or lumber yard or something like that. And that'll be like really, really perfect because it'll be up in here, it'll be hidden amongst the trees. You'll have to like walk up the trail that we're going to be building later in this episode, and it's going to be fire. Also, if you're wondering, this took around 5 hours because it's all freehand.
Nothing interesting here. Such a bummer. I was really hoping I could see something. Let's check over here. Dang, man. I don't even see any birds. This place kind of sucks for looking for wildlife. All I can see is that, weird looking shark. That thing has not moved ever. Maybe I should try the bay again and see if Apples will help me. He's got a pretty good eye. Oh man, this is such a bummer. I just really want to see some whales. At least the ocean's really beautiful today. I love the view.
Hey Bean, how's it going? Did you see any whales on your outing?
No, I wish I saw whales. Maybe I should look over here real quick before we talk about the terrain.
Yeah, that could be chill. Maybe just
Okay.
like over there.
It's only the vanilla jungle.
Oh yeah.
There's like nothing. No, there's not even waves, dude.
Yeah, there's no waves. The sea's looking a little flat today. It's kind of a bummer. But you know what's not looking flat? This terrain. Hey, this
Oh,
thing is looking pretty cool. Or this place. This is not even a thing. This is a place. This is looking pretty rad. If you fly over here, I guess I'll start from like left to right. So check it out. We got the waterfall kind of area. I want to, because there's gonna be a river up here, and it's gonna go this way. But I also wanted to have a water feature this way because water features are fun. It's gonna split somewhere up there, and it's gonna make its way down. And I dig it a lot because we're using the deep slate. That's like supposed to be acting as the water. Maybe the water's coming out here with some velocity, spraying this rock and it's spraying this rock, and it's all turning dark. It does that, and then there's the mossy and the tough to just blend the two together, and it looks pretty sweet. And the shape is pretty nice. It's like cutting its way through the side of the mountain.
I love that you created these like bowls here because it's like this is super realistic. Like when the water flow isn't like super high, it will like kind of collect in a certain area and like make these little pools and then continue its path down. Really like that.
Yeah, it's a pretty rad little feature. And then also I just continued this, starting to bring this up just with these like kind of large patches of green running with the large patches of dirt. I think I'm gonna have it be mostly dirt on the top. We shall see. Maybe dirt with like patches of green. But if we continue our journey to the right, you'll notice this like square, and we need a way to get to. I eventually want to connect this pathway to the coastal town over there, and we need a way to get over there. There's the river. So I was like, okay. I wasn't like, okay. The Discord members like, yo, you should like raise this up. So I raised it up, and then I'm going to make it cross the river, and we'll have like a sweet looking bridge. I'll change all the terrain around it to make the bridge fit. It'll be really cool. And then also another cool feature. I don't know if we're going to get to this today, but I would like to, is I want the trail to wrap around the mountain, and then you'll see it kind of, maybe poke to some sort of canyon or something back there, or maybe follow all the way around the ridge.
I like how like realistic it is. Like I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, but like on the hike where it's like way over there you can see the trail and it's like not that far if you look straight, but then you realize, oh, can't walk straight because like even though it would be convenient if there was a bridge, there's no bridge. So you gotta take a little detour and you gotta go like out and around, you know?
All the way around. You gotta take the scenic route, and I can like put some builds back here and stuff. This terrain is like pretty long term. I definitely want to give it some lore as well, like the shape of it. We continued the bowl kind of shape upwards, and then I'm making this really steep cliff here. Maybe there was some sort of a glacier or something. Just kind of running with that. It's kind of fun to have those small little things. We need to make this place feel more alive because as pretty as it is right now, it's like it still looks a little funny. I'm not gonna lie. It does not look alive. It's just colors and textures and stuff. So
It doesn't have grass yet.
we need to give it grass and foliage and trees and all of that good stuff like rocks. All right, we just finished up with the landscaping. Well, we didn't quite finish, but we did a lot. We did quite a bit. And I'm really, really psyched on how it turned out. But I'm just going to start, I guess, from the back of the trail over here and then make my way over there. So if you're coming from this direction, you're walking up the trail, I wanted to try something a little bit different. And as you can see behind me, where Beans is going up to, we have a ton of the new foliage, tons of the new firefly bushes and dry leaves. And I kind of tried something here. I did long stripes of the firefly bushes, and then to kind of break it up, I put ferns in front of it and then grew them. So it kind of like gives this effect of like lines and stripes of this like more brown color that the firefly bushes provide. And I really, really like it. Uh-oh, we need to sleep, and I do not have a bed.
Oh no, I'm on a mission.
Oh, run like the wind.
I'm flying, actually.
While Bean is off sleeping, if we kind of come up here and we wander around a little bit, I wanted to go for this like very kind of like dry grass kind of feel. And oh my gosh, so many particles. And I really, really like how it looks from like when you're out here. It's like it gives this like nice brown hue. And I think that it complements the brown of the dirt really, really well. And then as we go into the darker places with the tree cover, we have much more green, lush foliage around here with the bushes and these pretty sweet custom bushes that Bean came up with. That one's not that one up there is not the best example. We kind of head down here around these trees. We have these absolutely lovely
Manzanita bushes. These bushes and or I'm trying to get on top of it. It's so difficult. These bushes and or trees, apparently they're both. I looked it up because I was kind of curious. They're very common in the California chaparral area, and like a lot of these like dry mountainous regions, they just grow well there and they are everywhere. And you'll notice that it's got this, we use the mangrove because they have the signature red bark, and I think we just captured this really well. And I love how it gives that different shrubbery effect, so you can, it's just very different on the floor, and I love that. And in here you'll notice that we actually put in some red glazed terracotta. Crazy choice, but when it's covered by the leaves, looks pretty good.
Yeah, dude, shout out Discord members for recommending that. Speaking of Discord, the link is in the description if you want to join. But yes, when you're walking by it, you just get that little glimpse of the red hidden inside. It really gives that effect of the manzanita, and I think it works really, really well. The red definitely complements the surrounding terrain a lot as well.
And you're probably thinking, like, why is it so big? Dude, these things are huge in real life. They are like, you cannot walk through them. Like, you are going to scrape up your legs and get stuck in them. So I really like how large that we've made them in the world.
Yeah, they're really big, and they also help, break that really monotone thing that we had going on with the grays and the browns. They really put the green and spice up the terrain quite a bit, as well as all the golds. Everything just looks really, really well together. I absolutely love it. But if we kind of come up here, this is one of my favorite places in the world, honestly. I really, really like it. Once Bean puts in this waterfall here, you have the waterfall to your left. You can see the trail winding in between the hills. Oh, it's so lovely. And then the trees here. And then you can get kind of glimpses of the coastal town over there. And I really, really like that vibe. You'll see if we kind of fly over here. I haven't built the bridge quite yet. I don't think we're going to get to that this episode because that's difficult and I want it to be perfect. We added some of the trail that we have going on by the convenience store with the podzol and the soul sand. When you're walking on it, kind of gives you like a Mario speed boost. It's kind of tight. And then we also put the leaf litter all over it just to blend it in real nice. And it also sounds really, really pleasant when you're walking over it. We used a lot of the manzanita bushes and just the foliage in general to kind of guide the player through this area. And I really, really like how it looks when you fly back here. You have all of this foliage surrounding you. It's like it's in your field of vision. I really, really like that. Then also over here where the spring is, just added a lot of this green. The green surrounded by the gray is absolutely lovely. If we kind of make our way down here, you'll notice that a lot of the foliage is in patches, and that is because when you just place foliage randomly, like a bush here, then a firefly bush, and then like a dry grass or something, it tends to look a little bit messy. And in nature, you'll notice like lots of patterns, and like the bushes are in patches. It's not just like randomly dispersed out. So over here, I have kind of an example. We put the ferns, and then we put the firefly bushes behind it. And having the green in front of this like more brown helps break it up a little bit, and it turns out very, very nicely.
I love how the bowl has been landscaped. It looks so excellent. I love how it looks like you definitely aren't supposed to go down there. There's no human traffic. It's just like the plants are doing their own thing, and that's why the trail is up here. Like, it's just like so realistic when you like, this is like such a common thing that you see in Southern California when you hike. It's just like you're on the trail and you're up high, kind of in the tree line. You look down and there's a huge hill and there's just so much bush and you cannot walk through it.
Yeah, I really, really like this area. And if I go into free cam here, you actually had the idea because you were like, oh man, if you put trees over the entire area, then it's gonna look a little bit funny and all the terrain is gonna get hidden. And then I was like, oh dude, that's a great idea. What if I just like put bushes everywhere? And then boom, here it is. It's absolutely covered in bush. And if we come down here, it's like, oh my gosh, dude. Like if you were in real life, you would not be able to walk down here. There's just so much bushes and there's probably so many bugs.
Probably so many ticks.
But,
It'd be horrible.
But that's okay. Yeah, it'd be absolutely horrible. But it's quite a pristine landscape. And then if we kind of wander back here, I'm using the campfires as maybe sticks from this big old cottonwood here. And we also have this like little pond area that we definitely have to break in and put water in here and stuff because it's so pretty. I absolutely love this area. It's so immersive, especially when you're like walking up in here. You just wander up the trail and go exploring. It's so, so pleasant. If I prop into free cam again, you'll notice that when we're over here by the wharf, it looks a little funny, honestly. Having the sky shining through where the trees are is a little awkward looking. So plan is to do a little bit more terrain, get it up here. I don't know if we're going to do that this episode because it's a ton of terrain, but I definitely want to build it up a little bit more so that the sky isn't shining through. And then eventually, in the next few episodes, we'll plant trees on top of all that, and it'll really hopefully set the scale for this area. Because like right now, the trees are huge, the terrain is pretty big, but the scale is a little bit off. But once we have trees on top of the terrain, it'll give it a lot more height, and I think the scale will definitely be quite a bit better. Bean and I need to split up. You need to go look for some whales, and I need to go do some more terrain.
Real. Let's go do that. One of the only whales to live in every major ocean, the humpback whale. A favorite for whale watchers due to their brilliant aerial displays. Breaching is a common behavior amongst all whales, but scientists are still left wondering what the purpose of it is. Many speculate this could be a communication or play behavior. It is also theorized that breaching and other surface behaviors could be a way of removing parasites. These absolutely massive creatures prove to be very proficient swimmers, migrating from their breeding grounds near the equator to one of the poles to feed each year. Weighing in at an average of 40 metric tons, the humpback whale needs to eat a lot of food, up to 3,000 pounds of small fish and krill a day. Their main predator is the orca. Visible scarring on most adult humpbacks indicate that juveniles are the prime targets of the orca. Although this may seem alarming, the largest threat against the humpback whale population is humans. Unfortunately, these beautiful animals were the easiest target of the whaling industry. The population dropped to as low as only 700 in the southern hemisphere. Since then, global outrage has pushed against hunting whales for sport, as they are now nationally protected to prevent extinction. Let's find Apples so he can get a glimpse of these whales before they leave. Dude, check this out. I found whales.
Oh my gosh, the whales.
They look so good.
Yes, dude, they look absolutely phenomenal. The shape on them blowhole steam smoke, whatever that's called, is coming out, dude. That sounds wrong.
Oh,
But it looks so good. It looks so good. They turned out so
looks
well.
so nice. I can't believe we finally found the whales.
I can't
These were
believe we
so
found them.
hard to build. Let's go check them out closer.
Yeah, let's go
Uh-oh.
check them out closer. And we also did so much terraforming, as you can see behind me. But we'll get to that after these guys, because these guys are so sweet. They're so cool. All right, flying in. We're on top of the whales. They're made out of stone and all sorts of different blocks. And check out this guy, the breaching whale. I love this guy so much.
Greatest creation.
This guy was really difficult to make. It took both full power from Beehns and Apples to get this guy done.
Yeah.
The shape, the texturing, it was all kind of, it was messing with your brain. You know, this is its belly. The top is not here. The top is over here. And that was just like, that was so difficult to grasp, but we actually ended up doing it. It took forever. It took the whole week, but oh my gosh, look at him. He's so lovely.
Yeah, dude, the breaching whale. The scientists actually don't know how to do that. When I was doing research, it was like, it's like real. Like, they don't know why the mammals breach. Like, the dolphins do it too, and they don't really know why.
It's so sweet. But yeah,
How do they not know?
I don't know. We don't know a lot of things. But if we come underwater, we can see we have a nice pod of whales. This guy and this guy and that guy. And this guy's swimming, and you know, he's just hanging out. He's not blowing anything. He's just surfacing for air or something. And then this guy over here, he's got the blowhole. He's spraying it up in the air. It's super cool.
I love the shape of this one with the tail. It looks so nice.
But the shape
Yeah.
of this guy is so sweet. They got the white bellies, you know, to blend in with the sky. I think that's a guess. And then
I don't know if
gosh.
that's true. Don't look that up.
Don't fact check. But look at this. Oh my gosh, look at that bay area from over here. Look at Beans Bay with all the trees, and the terraforming is starting to slowly take shape. It's so lovely. And the wharf that we built last episode. Oh,
Looks
it's
so nice. I love the view from over here. I like how everything's in the fog. That's like the best part.
Yeah, I love that it's in the fog. And then when we're over there, the whales are in the fog. And you can just barely see them. They're huge. They're really big. They're really
Yeah.
big. But then to get that scale, to even like be able to see like the arc and the shape of them moving, they had to be quite big. But they turned out so lovely, and I love them. But moving on to the terraforming, as you can see, we did a lot of this on stream. So like and subscribe, turn on notifications to get
Can't
notifications
fly.
for the
I'm
stream.
stuck.
It's sweet. I guess we'll start off with like the lamest thing first, I guess. So we needed a way to hook up this really nice grotto waterfall. We needed to hook it up to some sort of water source. We kind of built this cave, and it's kind of funny.
Kind of random.
You know, it's really random. It's just like in the side of this mountain. Just like I didn't want to make a river because that's super difficult. But maybe, you know, as I talked about in the beginning of the episode, there's gonna be a great big lake up there, and maybe, you know, it's seeping through the water, through the ground, and there's like a spring hidden inside or something. Just an idea, you know. It's completely unrealistic, but it is Minecraft, so we can use some creative freedom. If we fly over here, we have the great big bean waterfall. Dude, I love this thing. This thing is looking so good. Tell us about it, bruh.
Well, it's not 100% done. I tried to finish it on the stream. If you guys are interested in watching a stream from us, we do stream occasionally, so turn on notifications for that one. It's not exactly done, so let's look at it next episode, yeah?
Okay, that sounds good. Sounds good. Also, the entire surrounding area is unfinished, as you can see. We did a little bit of laying out where we want the river to go, where we want the split off. The lines are really nice and smooth. I quite like that. And then we also start to slowly, you know, round out these super sharp cliffs here and start to make the land go inland a little bit, which I think is very fun. I also started this gully here. I guess plans for the future episodes is I want this path to go here. Then I want to switch back its way up all the way to the top, and then there'll be like a great big lumber mill up there and all of that. But you guys will have to wait to the next episode for that to happen, because this is all freehand and this takes a really long time, but I do quite enjoy it, and it does have that nice look to it. But oh my gosh, look at this, dude. Look at the whales as the sun sets.
So nice.
Sun sets behind them, and you can see the little puffs of what even is that? Steam, smoke, spray,
I think
mist?
it's mist.
Like spray, yeah. It's like kind of gross, but whatever. It's
I think
beautiful.
it's just water. I don't think it's that nasty.
Not like mucus or anything.
I don't know. Don't look that up.
Okay. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode. We will catch you guys in the next one. Cue the outro.
Hey, you made it to the outro. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate you. Let's take a look at some builds made by our very talented Discord members. If you're interested in joining our Discord and having a chance to get your build featured at the end of the next video, the link is in the description. We are super active on Discord and we really want to get to know you. Our Discord is also a great place to get feedback on your builds, ask for ideas, and share reference pictures, and hang. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, link is in the description.
If you like what you saw in this vid, like and subscribe. It really helps us out. If you're interested in being able to download the world and explore it for yourself, YouTube members do have access to the world download. And if YouTube memberships aren't your fancy, we are now using Patreon. Link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate you.